Good morning, children. Yesterday I have sent you the PDF. In that, I have just made underline that how much, chapter 15 I'm going to start, that is balance of payment and exchange rate. Two topics we have to study under this chapter. First topic is the balance of payment. Second topic is the exchange rate. Okay, now first you need to understand, let us start with the balance of payment, and I have underlined in the book that unnecessary things are given. So in your review syllabus, what is there that I have underlined and send you people in the PDF form yesterday, and I hope you people have underlined in the book and you people have written in the copy. Now let us see those things and let me explain you what is balance of payment. तो पहले तो आपको ये समझना है कि बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट हम लोग कब पढ़ते हैं. बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट हम लोग पढ़ते हैं जब हम लोग इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड की बात करते हैं, मतलब इंडिया का ट्रेड रिलेशन विद अदर कंट्रीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. अब इंडिया एंड अदर कंट्रीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड हैव अ एक्सचेंज विद ईच अदर. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ द एक्सचेंज दे हैव? इंडिया परचेज मीन्स इंडिया इज इंपोर्टिंग, इंडिया सेल्स मीन्स इंडिया इज एक्सपोर्टिंग. सो टू थिंग्स आर डन between the economic. So there is a economic transactions takes place between domestic country and foreign country, between the residents of the country and between the residents of the foreign country, means between the resident of India and between the residents of the foreign country. What takes place? Economic transaction. And what is the name of those economic transaction? Import and export. Now import of goods and import of services. Is it clear to all of you? Not only that, they purchase goods only. We are purchasing services and selling services to the foreign countries also. So what do you mean by balance of payment? Balance of payment is a record, is a systematic record. It's like in accounts, what you people do? You people make a record, credit side and debit side. Is it clear? So that you people do. Now the same thing here. Okay, under the balance of payment is nothing but a systematic record of all economic transactions between the residents of one country and residents of the foreign country during a given period of time. Period of time means every year. Is it clear? जिस तरीके की इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजेक्शन्स होती हैं एक कंट्री के लोगों और दूसरे कंट्रीज के लोगों के बीच में, वो इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजैक्शन का जो रिकॉर्ड हम लोग बनाते हैं, उस रिकॉर्ड को कहते हैं बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. सो बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट इज नथिंग बट अ सिस्टमैटिक रिकॉर्ड. इट इज नथिंग बट अ सिस्टमैटिक रिकॉर्ड किस चीज का? ऑफ ऑल इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजैक्शंस दैट took place between the residents of the country and the residents of the foreign country during a given period of time is called what? Balance of payment. Now, systematic record of all economic transaction. Now, what do you mean by economic transaction? Economic transaction relate to the flow of goods and services and assets. Flow होता है, क्या क्या चीजें फ्लो होती हैं एक कंट्री से दूसरे कंट्री के बीच में. किस फॉर्म में फ्लो होती है? इंपोर्ट और एक्सपोर्ट के फॉर्म में. गुड्स फ्लो होती हैं, सर्विसेज फ्लो होती हैं, एसेट्स मींस प्रॉपर्टीज फ्लो होती हैं एक कंट्री और दूसरे कंट्री के बीच में. कितनी गुड्स का ट्रांसफर हुआ, कितनी सर्विसेज का ट्रांसफर हुआ, कितने प्रॉपर्टीज का ट्रांसफर हुआ, उन सब का रिकॉर्ड हम लोग मेंटेन करते हैं अंडर द सिस्टम विच इज कॉल्ड बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. So balance of payment is a systematic record of all economic transactions of goods, services and properties. Then second, transactions between whom? Transactions between residents of a country and residents of the foreign country. Foreign country may be America, maybe Japan, maybe England, maybe Russia, maybe Germany. इंडिया के ट्रेड रिलेशन डिफरेंट कंट्रीज के साथ होते हैं. तो जो भी ट्रेड रिलेशन इंडिया अमेरिका के साथ मेंटेन कर रहा है या जापान के साथ मेंटेन कर रहा है या रशिया के साथ मेंटेन कर रहा है, उसकी एक सिस्टमैटिक रिकॉर्ड इंडिया अपने पास रखेगा. उस रिकॉर्ड को जो इंडिया अपने पास रखेगा उसको कहते हैं बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. Very simple language. So what do you mean by balance of payment? Balance of payment of a country is a systematic record of all economic transactions between the residents of the country and residents of foreign country during a given period of time. Yesterday, I made you people underline page number 268. What is given the block letters is the meaning of balance of payment. That much only needed. Then next topic which we need to study is the components of balance of payment. क्या क्या हम लोग करते हैं, what are the components of balance of payment? This year it is very important. Components of balance of payment is very important. अब हमने क्या बोला, what I told you that under balance of payment a systematic record is maintained. A systematic record is maintained in what format? It is maintained in the format that a balance of payment has two sides. Okay, a balance of payment has two sides. One is credit side, मतलब जो इंडिया रिसिप्ट, जो इंडिया को पेमेंट मिलता है उसको क्रेडिट साइड में लगते हैं, और जो पेमेंट इंडिया दूसरे कंट्रीज को देता है उसको हम डेबिट साइड में रखते हैं. तो पहला तो तुमको ये याद रखना है कि बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट हैज टू साइड्स, credit side which is called receipt and debit side which is called payment. Just remember it has the two sides. Now see, I made you people underline on the component. See in the book page number 269. The items included in the balance of payment are called components of balance of payment. So what do you mean by components of balance of payment? वो items जो हम लोग balance of payment में include करते हैं उस आइटम्स को कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट कहते हैं. अब उन आइटम्स को हम लोग कैसे इंक्लूड करते हैं? कुछ आइटम्स को हम लोग क्रेडिट साइड में इंक्लूड करते हैं, कुछ आइटम्स को हम लोग डेबिट साइड में इंक्लूड करते हैं. जो क्रेडिट साइड में इंक्लूड होता है वो रिसिप्ट होता है, जो डेबिट साइड में इंक्लूड होता है वो पेमेंट्स होता है. सो दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन विच यू पीपल हैव ऑलरेडी अंडरलाइंड. आई हैव सेंड यू पीपल यस्टरडे इन माय PDF. सो कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट में जो पहली फैक्ट आपको लिखनी है, द आइटम्स इंक्लूडेड इन द बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट आर कॉल्ड कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट, एंड बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट अकाउंट ऑफ अ कंट्री, balance of payment account of a country has two sides, that is namely credit which is called receipt and debit which is called payment. So जितने भी components है balance of payment के, जैसे दो component तो आपको पता है, export and import. जब इंडिया export करता है तो इंडिया receives, that is included in credit side. जब इंडिया import करता है तो इंडिया give it to other country, make payment, that is included in debit side. Is it clear? So balance of payment, whatever items are included in the balance of payment are called components of balance of payment, and components of balance of payment are included under the two sides, credit that is receipt and debit that is payment. That is the first thing. Okay, now next heading again. Now you see various items which you have underlined. Various items in the balance of payment are generally categorized into two major group. Okay, अब हमने क्रेडिट साइड बना लिया, डेबिट साइड बना लिया. अब क्रेडिट साइड में दो ग्रुप होगा, पहला करेंट अकाउंट होगा, दूसरा कैपिटल अकाउंट होगा. इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? टू ग्रुप्स विल बी देयर. सो अंडर क्रेडिट साइड, current account of credit side, current account of debit side, capital account of credit side, capital account of debit side. Okay, so whatever items we will include in the two sides, that is credit side and debit side, we will include under the two group. One group is current account and second group is capital account. Is it clear now? What is current account? That you need to understand. Now see, all of in the book I have made you people underline yesterday, current account page number 269. The current account records all international economic transactions relating to export and import of goods. ये आपको याद रखना है. Export and import of goods, export and import of services, export and import of unilateral transfers and international income. Unilateral transfers का मतलब होता है वो transfers जो बिना किसी contribution के होता है. जैसे suppose in India there is any kind of the natural calamity, and suppose America has given $100 crore to India. That $100 crore to India, which America has given to India, is going to be included in balance of payment under which one? Under unilateral transfer. Under which side? Credit side, क्योंकि India receive कर रहा है. Suppose there is some natural calamity in Bangladesh and India is giving 100 crore rupees without any service from Bangladesh giving to Bangladesh, then it is India is making payment. तो अब ये जो 100 करोड़ रुपीस इंडिया ने बांग्लादेश को दिया, इसमें इंडिया ने कोई चीज बांग्लादेश से ली नहीं, बस फ्री में दे दिया क्योंकि बांग्लादेश में नेचुरल कैलामिटी था. तो ये कहाँ इंक्लूड होगा? डेबिट साइड ऑफ द बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. Is it clear? So what do you mean by current account? Current account includes all those economic transactions which is related to import and export of four things. First one, goods. Second one, services. Third one, unilateral transfers. And fourth one, international income. After that, thus the balance on current account is the value of export minus the value of import adjusted for international income and net transfers. Current account transfers are the flow of nature, the full point. Then second, capital account. I hope you people have understood what is current account. Current account matlab economic transactions of goods, services, unilateral transfers and international income. This much. What is capital account? Now, capital account includes those economic transactions which are related to assets. Assets both financial and physical. अगर financial होगा तो जो भी लोन है गवर्नमेंट इंडिया गवर्नमेंट दूसरों को देता है और जब इंडिया गवर्नमेंट दूसरे कंट्री से लोन लेता है, ठीक है, और जो भी फाइनेंशियल एसेट्स हम लोग एक दूसरे, जैसे गोल्ड रिजर्व्स हमने दूसरे कंट्री को दी या गोल्ड रिजर्व हमने दूसरे कंट्री से ली तो वो फिजिकल हो गया. सो नाउ सी द पॉइंट करंट अकाउंट. द कैपिटल अकाउंट रिकॉर्ड ऑल इंटरनेशनल इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजेक्शंस रिलेटेड टू चेंज इन एसेट्स बोथ फाइनेंशियल एंड फिजिकल. Then it is a record of short-term and long-term capital transaction, both private and official. Capital account transactions change the capital stock of the country and they are mostly of stock nature. Is it clear? जो current account है flow nature में होता है, जो capital account है वो stock nature. The nature of capital account is stock. It is expressed over a point of time, but the nature of current account is flow, means it is expressed over a period of time. That is the basic difference between current and capital account. Okay, so just now I have explained you the meaning of balance of payment, and then I told you about the components of balance of payment. Under components of balance of payment, I have explained you that items which we include in the balance of payment are called the components of balance of payment, and balance of payment items are included under the two sides, that is credit side and debit side, and various items of the balance of payment of credit and debit side are included under two groups. What are the group? Current account and capital account. Is it clear? Now, what is current account? Current account payment include all economic transactions which are related to import and export of goods, services, unilateral transfers and international income. And capital account includes all economic transactions that is related to change in assets, both financial and physical. Current account transactions are having flow nature. Capital account transactions are having stock nature. This much I think you people have understood. Now, the next in page number 270 that I have told you, this table which is given, which I have sent you in the PDF. The table, now you see the table, you will able to understand. Suppose if the question come, write the components of balance of payment. Then under components of balance of payment, first you write that it is included in the two sides, then you will explain the two groups, that is current and capital, and then you will make this table. This table you people have to make. Now see this table. Under this table you see receipt, table number 15.1 in your book. All of you just see, all of you 15.1 in your book. Okay. Under this you see credit side and debit side. Credit side is a receipt, debit side is a payment. And first group is current account. So under current account you see export. Export जो हम लोग को रिसीव होगा एक्सपोर्ट में, सो एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ गुड्स, एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ सर्विसेज, यूनिलेटरल ट्रांसफर रिसिप्ट एंड इनकम रिसिप्ट. Under debit side, import of goods, import of services, unilateral transfer, income payment. Is it clear? Under capital account you see capital receipts. अब capital receipts कैसे होगा? Borrowing from abroad. हम लोग जो भी दूसरे कंट्री से borrow कर रहे हैं वो capital assets credit side में होगा. Capital repayment और sale of assets to foreigners. Under debit side it is capital payment, landing capital abroad, हमने जब दूसरों को लोन दिया, and repayment to or purchase of assets from foreigners. These are the items of balance of payment. Is it clear to all of you? So components of balance of payment we have completed. This is the complete components of balance of payment. Now, one term which can be asked is called unilateral transfers. What do you mean by unilateral transfers? Unilateral transfers are those which are those receipts and payments which takes place without any services in return in the current period. There is no quid pro quo in return. It includes transfer both at the private and official level. Is it clear? So whatever payment made between the residents of the country and foreign country without any services in return is called unilateral transfers. Is it clear to all of you? That is your under the components of the balance of payment. Then categories of balance of payment. Under the categories of balance of payment, the first one is balance of trade. Balance of trade include all economic transactions only of visible item. And what are the visible item? That is goods. ये सर्विस मतलब बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट गुड्स भी इंक्लूड करता है, सर्विसेज भी इंक्लूड करता है, यूनिलैटरल ट्रांसफर इंक्लूड करता है, इंटरनेशनल इनकम इंक्लूड करता है, कैपिटल एसेट्स इंक्लूड करता है, पर बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड सिर्फ एक रिकॉर्ड इंक्लूड करता है, वो है सिर्फ गुड्स का. जितनी भी इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजेक्शंस हुई बिटवीन द रेसिडेंट ऑफ द कंट्री एंड फॉरेन कंट्रीज ऑफ द विजिबल गुड्स आर इंक्लूडेड अंडर बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड. ओनली दिस मच यू नीड टू नो. सो page number 272, balance of trade shows the balance of export and import of visible goods in a given year. That is your balance of trade. Now, balance of trade also has two rows, that is balance of current account and balance of capital account. Is it clear? What is there in current account? I have already told you. What is there in capital account? That I have already told you. Now, in my next video, I'm going to explain you page number 274, which is very important. That is why now you need to understand. Now, balance of payment. I think you people have understood. The balance of payment is the payment which include all economic transactions between the resident of the country and resident of the foreign country. All items are included in the credit and debit side under the two group, current account and capital account, that I have explained you. Okay, then I have given you that table which you people have to learn. Now, for balance of payment, डिसइक्विलिब्रियम होता है. कब डिसइक्विलिब्रियम होता है कंट्री में? कब हम लोग कहते हैं कि बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट इज अनफेवरेबल. बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट अनफेवरेबल होता है जब आपकी कंट्री की इंपोर्ट आपकी कंट्री की एक्सपोर्ट से ज्यादा होती है. व्हेन इंपोर्ट इज ग्रेटर देन एक्सपोर्ट वी कॉल इट अनफेवरेबल बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट. क्योंकि आप ज्यादा खरीद रहे हो और कम बेच रहे हो, मतलब आपकी इनकम बाहर जा रही है और बहुत कम इनकम आपकी कंट्री में आ रही है. So this is not a favorable situation. This is an unfavorable situation, which is called unfavorable balance of payment. So what do you mean by unfavorable balance of payment or disequilibrium in the balance of payment? When import of the country is greater than export of the country, we call it unfavorable or disequilibrium in the balance of payment. But there... इन ऑल डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज मोस्टली यही होता है, हमारी इंपोर्ट हमेशा हमारी एक्सपोर्ट से ज्यादा होती है. उसको कहते हैं डिसइक्विलिब्रियम और वो अच्छी चीज नहीं होती है फॉर अ कंट्री. We need to discuss the next heading, that is page number 274, that is balance of payment disequilibrium. Means when the import of the country is greater than export of the country, or when export of the country is less than import of the country, we say that situation is the disequilibrium in the balance of payment. Now we need to discuss why there is adverse balance of payment. And what is adverse balance of payment? Import greater than export. When balance of payment is unfavorable, when your import is greater than export. तो या तो तुम unfavorable balance of payment कह दो, या फिर you say disequilibrium in the balance of payment, or you say adverse balance of payment. Meaning is the same. When import of the country is more than export of the country, we say that is unfavorable balance of payment. Now, what are the causes of this unfavorable balance of payment? That we need to discuss. And that you have to understand. Causes means why and when the country's import become greater than export. Okay. So, causes of adverse balance of payment and measures. Measures means what policy should we adopt so that we can solve the problem of unfavorable balance of payment, so that our import become less than export, so that our export can increase and import can decrease. Every country wants the same. Every country wants to have a favorable balance of payment. When the country will have a favorable balance of payment? The country will have a favorable balance of payment only when the export of the country become greater than the import of the country. Is it clear? So under the balance of payment disequilibrium, we have to study two heading: causes of adverse balance of payment and measures to correct adverse balance of payment. Okay. So this causes and measures I'm going to discuss tomorrow. So I think today you people have understood that what is balance of payment, what are the components of balance of payment, and balance of trade and its two categories of balance of trade. That you people need to understand properly. Is it clear? So in tomorrow video, I'm going to explain you the causes of adverse balance of payment and measures to correct adverse balance of payment. Okay. And then this chapter will have the next topic, that is called foreign exchange rate, that I'm going to explain you. So this chapter will take 4 days, children. Then I'll complete the balance of payment. Then I will start with your micro part. And I'll try my level best so that I can complete your syllabus, maximum syllabus till 5th or 6th of January. Okay, for today only this much. Thank you, children.